It started with a glance, then late-night conversations, and one sentence I was never meant to hear. He is my stepbrother. We barely spoke growing up. So why did it feel like something more? This is the story I have never told anyone until now. I heard him say it when he thought no one was listening. I can't get her off my mind. Those words hit me like a slap, but not in the way you'd think. My heart didn't break. Didn't even skip. It just paused. My ears rang, and for a second I forgot how to breathe. That was the moment I knew things had gone too far. Even though we hadn't done anything. Not yet. Hello friends. Welcome to Soulbound Stories, where we bring to you natural, emotional, and realistic stories. If this is your first time of coming across, please turn on notification button, and do well to like this video. It gives us more strength to bring new stories. And to our returning subscribers, thank you for stopping by. It started during the holidays. I had just graduated college, and everything felt uncertain. I was job hunting, lost in a storm of rejection emails and awkward family dinners. I came back home to clear my head, maybe figure out the next steps. That's when I noticed Paul, my stepbrother. He was about to start college. 17, turning 18. We weren't close growing up, just polite nods and shared dinners. But this time something changed. He started noticing me. He'd glance at me a little too long. Not in a creepy way, just curious. Sometimes thoughtful. Sometimes like he wanted to say something but couldn't. At first, I brushed it off. But then I started enjoying it. The attention. One evening, I walked into the kitchen. Paul was wiping down the counter with a towel, shirt a little damp from washing dishes. I grabbed another towel and joined him. He didn't say anything, just smiled. We cleaned in silence. Not awkward, comfortable. Like we had done this for years, even though we never had. Over the weeks we grew closer. I helped him with his college applications and school projects. He was smart but always doubted himself. I'd sit next to him, read over his essays, and remind him of his strengths. "You're more than enough, Paul," I'd say. "You just don't see it yet." He'd look at me, eyes soft, like he was hearing those words for the first time in his life. Sometimes I'd ruffle his hair. He'd roll his eyes but never stop me. We played cards, made late-night grilled cheese, and laughed over the silliest things. Once, while watching a romantic movie, I caught him staring. Not at the screen, at me. "Why are you looking at me like that?" I asked. He shrugged. "You laugh like you mean it." Then came the cereal morning. We were at the dining table eating breakfast. Or I was. He was just stirring his cereal in circles. "You okay?" I asked. He didn't look up. "Yeah. Just thinking." I didn't press. I could tell something was going on. Later that day, I was walking past his room and heard him on a call. The door was half open. I wasn't trying to snoop, but then I heard it. "I can't get her off my mind." My heart jumped. Then silence. I knocked, pretending I hadn't heard a thing. He hung up fast. "You okay?" I asked. He looked shaken. "I'm fine." He wasn't. I wasn't either. That night we played cards again. The tension was different. Unspoken but loud. Paul suddenly asked, "What about your boyfriend?" I looked up, confused. He had never brought him up before. "I don't have one anymore," I said flatly. "Got tired of heartbreaks. I just want peace now." He nodded. His eyes dropped to the floor, and he mumbled something I didn't catch. "What did you say?" I asked. "Nothing," he replied quickly. That's when I knew. He had feelings for me. And if I was being honest, some part of me didn't hate it. I didn't want to admit that to myself. Because how could I? We weren't blood, but we were family. That line matters. Or it should. Then came the day he left. He got into one of the biggest universities in California. I was proud of him. Truly. At the airport we hugged. He held on longer than I expected. "You're the reason I believe in myself," he whispered. Don't forget me, okay? I swallowed hard. Never. As I watched him walk away, a part of me felt hollow. I missed him the next morning. The jokes, the games, the glances. I missed all of it. And I think he did too. We still talk sometimes. Text, calls, but not as much. And when we do, there's a space between the words that we never fill. Sometimes I wonder if we weren't siblings, if we met somewhere else, maybe in college or a coffee shop, what would have happened? Would we have fallen in love? Maybe. Maybe not. But that's not the point. It's okay to feel things you can't explain. Emotions don't always follow rules. But how you act on them, that's what defines you. Paul and I crossed into a space that was tender, confusing, and maybe even dangerous. But we didn't cross the final line. We didn't lose ourselves. That matters. To anyone out there, know your boundaries. Feelings aren't always your fault, but choices are. And sometimes loving someone means stepping back, choosing distance, choosing respect, even when it hurts, even when it feels like love. If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to like the video to support more emotional stories like this. Have you ever had a connection that felt almost like love but couldn't be? Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Pushpin, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more real, emotional stories posted every week. Your support keeps these voices heard.